Hi, I'm Jack Slocum with Option Alpha, and this is Options Trading 2.0. If you haven't been following along in this series, I started off with $10,000 in my Tradier account, and I've been trading it live here in this video series. Every trade will be shared with you so you can follow along. I have recently converted a lot of my trading over into auto trading, which is a core part of Options Trading 2.0 is removing the manual process of options trading, removing all the math that I have to do in my head and turning it over to a bot so it can do it automatically. Today we're actually going to be starting up 2 new bots. I'm very excited about it that I have been paper trading that are specifically for this low vol trading environment that we have right now. So the first one we're going to look at is actually this YFly 1DTE $60 wide iron butterfly. This is one of the newer ones that I've been trading that I really like. Volatility is low. Towards the end of the day, what I'm doing is I'm opening a $60 wide, so $30 either direction, iron butterfly, and I'm holding it and managing it at 25% at any point during the following day. So it's a 1 DTE, it is not 0 DTE. I saw this strategy, just have to give credit where it's due, from Tom Sosnoff of Tasty Trade. I decided I was going to trade it. I've been having a bit of luck with it in paper trading, so it's time to go live. The strategy itself is really simple. It takes a look to see, can the bot open a new position? Is today a day when the market is open all the way until 4 p.m. and there's no FOMC meeting scheduled for today or for tomorrow? The other thing it checks is the VIX below a max VIX value, and I have mine set to 25. And then the second check here that you see is it's checking to make sure today is not a day where the market has skyrocketed up or plummeted down more than 0.5%. If all those conditions are met, then it opens an iron butterfly. As you can see here, it's right at the money or close as possible. $30 wide either direction. It allows slippage up to 10 cents from the mid price. And the only real criteria I'm setting is that the reward risk ratio for this IB is at least 200%. So it's a $30 wide. That means that I'm getting at least a $20 credit, which means there'll be a $40 window of profit for this trade, which is what I'm looking for in a low vol environment. So that's a quick rundown on this strategy. Let's go ahead and start this bot up. The other thing I changed over here is I changed it to every 1 minute. I will be sharing this bot in the community with you guys so you can just clone it and don't have to build it yourself. I'm going to go ahead and turn my automations on. So this particular strategy is based on some research that we've been doing, which we call overnight range. So I'll show you a sneak preview over here. We will be releasing this shortly in the OA Labs section on the Option Alpha website. Stay tuned. What we're doing is we're looking at if we were to open an iron butterfly next day at any of these times and hold it until say 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. or all the way until the close over here, what is the percentage time that's going to stay within a particular range? So in this case, we're looking at, if we open one at noon, that 52.8% of the time, the next day at the close, SPX is within $25 of the price that it was at when we opened. So if we jump back over here, the other thing I have set up for this strategy is I have profit taking at 25%. Part of the strategy is that we open the iron butterfly earlier in the day around like noon. Some of the value of it already deteriorates into the close. And then the next day, as long as SPX is within a certain range, my guess would be somewhere around in this $20, $15 range from what I've been seeing with the trades I've been making, then the position will go ahead and close and take 25% profit. So let's go ahead and jump over and start up this other bot. So this one is a bit of a maniac. So what it's doing is early in the day around 10:30 it starts looking for a long call and a long put spread in order to implement a straddle. And it looks for at least 400% reward risk ratio on those trades. So basically, is the price for a $5 wide spread $1 or less? If it is, then it opens both sides. Now, during the day, as the price moves against either one of these trades, what it does is it starts to ladder in closer when the reward risk ratio improves. So for example, the first one is 0.4% out of the money and it's looking for a price less than $1. Later on in the day, is checking to make sure that first position that it opened is 0.6% out of the money or more, meaning it's moved against it. Then it'll look for the 0.3% out of the money, and is it cheaper than 85 cents? And if it is, then it opens a contract of that. Now number 3 is it's looking, okay, both of those have went against it. It's now 0.6% or more out of the money, and the other one is 0.35% or more out of the money, and the 0.2% out of the money is only 65 cents, which is a pretty strong reward risk ratio. Then it will go ahead and open that position. It checks for a second one of those later on if the first one has moved against it. And then all the way at the end, it has another one here called Hail Mary puts. And what this one is it actually opens 2 contracts near the end of the day when it can do so for less than 40 cents. And believe it or not, I've been running this strategy in paper trading, and it is a bit of a rocky road, but what happens is it loses for a while, loses for a while, loses for a while, and then we have a day where the market reverses, and when that happens, it wins huge. This strategy is a bit of a risky one, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it on live. I actually really like it. This is my type of trading all day. Every 1 minute, I'm going to have it scanning, and automations are on. All right, so these 2 bots are both designed to take advantage of this low volatility environment to put my capital back at work. And so the YFly bot right here is going to be taking advantage of that overnight hold. Is the market actually going to move big overnight? Statistics say it's probably not going to. So we're going to go ahead and take that overnight risk in the form of a bot every single day and see if we can turn a profit on that. And the second one here, Daddy Longlegs, the way it works is if the market is moving a particular direction, it ladders into really cheap debit spreads right underneath the price as close as possible. So if it mean reverts at any point, it wins at least one of those, but it has the possibility some days to win all 4 of them, which results in a windfall. So that's it. These are 2 new bots to get this account activity actually moving so my capital stays at work even when volatility dries up and I'm not getting the reward risk ratio I'm looking for in my other bots. This way I have 2 different ways that I can keep that capital in action. I will be sharing the templates for these bots so you can give them a try yourself, maybe try paper trading, or if you want to go live with me, let's do it. I'll be putting them in the Option Alpha community. Any feedback you have is appreciated. On behalf of the Option Alpha team, we love you guys. God bless.